No.
But I wish there was something you could get for teeth into this, so you could get them to give up that.
That's gotta be done down the stage or someplace, I can't do it here.
Well, and they did pass a new nuisance ordinance in the legislature that was passed. It's supposed to go into effect July 1st, and I haven't found it. None of my cities have got it so far. But according to Vicki, is the best thing to do is to try to get them to sign the taxes over to you. You don't have to pay them anything. I mean, because their option is...
They already paid the taxes.
They paid the two, okay, so this guy paid $664, okay? He might just be out the $664 if he's not gonna do anything with the property. He's never gonna take title to it, anything. They just wash their hands of it. What they're hoping is when they pay back taxes on, they pay back taxes on Dale's property, Dale's gonna come back in and recoup it and pay them 18% interest. That's where they make their money. Okay, so what they're hoping we would do is, and these people could have taken title to this building in March of 2009 and didn't, opted not to. So they're sitting right there with the assignment of tax sale, not going to take title to the building, not going to fix it up.
Taxes are paid up.
Taxes were only paid 1 year.
1 year.
And so they're going to come up for tax sale again in June. So if we're ever going to clean up these buildings, we need to negotiate something where locally we can get a hold of this building, clean it up, and hope somebody does something with property. I mean, I don't know how the city can get out of cleaning them up because it's your ordinance that tells you exactly how it's supposed to be done.
Does the city have the money to do that? Are they going to block when they?
Well, you know, we've talked about this a number of times. We talked about it at our Sac County League meeting too, and Oval, for instance, tore down a whole half a block of multi-story buildings, and they used their local option sales tax to do it. And yes, it hurt. It hurt for a year or two, but they at least have a piece of property now that's available that could potentially go back on the tax rolls and somebody could build on. The way some of these properties are sitting right now, you're not getting any tax money out of it, nobody's paying the taxes, nobody's going to take assignment of title, nobody's going to do anything with it, and so you're not getting anything out of it.
All it's doing is costing.
Yep.
Attorney fees.
We tried even with the Boy Scout grounds, this company out of Davenport that bought the taxes, they wouldn't even assign it to the VFW. And the VFW said they would take it and tear it down for free. They would just take it.
So
what happened?
It's still sitting
Still
there, waiting to fall down.
The roof's falling in. It's a mess.
So it qualifies as a dangerous building.
Yep.
And the shoe store qualifies as a dangerous building, and Willie's qualifies
Well, I was
as
gonna say
a
Willie's
dangerous
not
building. I
right
mean, they're all there.
It's in limbo. I don't know what we can do. Probably nobody's paid the taxes on the Boy Scout building now, have they? I haven't checked just recently, but that was the place out of Davenport that did it last.
Well, just to sum this up from my perspective here,
Okay.
considering I'm the new man on the block here with this.
Okay?
A, you got a piece of property, like right here,
Mm-hmm.
somebody paid the tax on it, they don't want the deed on it.
Right. In other words, they're ready to wash their hands, but they have to...
You don't, they're not gonna sign off on it.
Right.
Well,
So the only way you can get somebody to sign off on it,
is to enforce this.
yeah, but that doesn't mean they're gonna sign off on it.
Well, no, but we need to try something, Nick. What are you
No,
going
but
to
you're
try?
not, you're saying that, is that a guarantee that he's gonna sign off on
No.
that building?
Actually, they don't sign off on anything. They just loaned them the money.
Yeah.
It's about what it amounts to.
So they have no
paid the
recourse,
taxes
legal
of
recourse, is that
18%
correct?
interest. Pardon me?
They have no legal recourse, is that correct?
No, they paid the taxes for 18% interest.
They paid them...
They loaned them the money.
They're already a year in arrears.
I realize that,
Yeah.
but they have no legal recourse, is that correct?
As
After
far
a
as-
certain length of time, if the property owner doesn't repay the taxes on it, then the person that paid the taxes can take ownership of it.
I agree, but this is my quandary. They have the person that stepped in to pay the taxes on this house right here has no legal recourse then.
Oh, no.
Absolutely, you're 100% correct on that.
Well,
They can't go back and say, well, hey, I was going to Well, now all of a sudden the city cleaned it up, oh, by the way, that's my property.
Well,
It's not their property though,
the courts don't
They don't have a
recognize.
deed.
because they had never accepted deed to
They
it.
don't have a deed. There's no
All
deed,
they
it can't be your
have,
property.
all they have is what they call an assignment of tax sale. They have no deeds.
I realize that they
Yeah.
refused the deed.
Yeah.
They just wanted the money, I know, but
I don't
the
think
city
we'll
wants to get drug into court, okay, now we gotta fight this, because this yahoo thinks he wants his property back.
Well, I think before the city would step in and do that, there's gonna be some other legal.
That's what I'm getting at.
Decisions
There's gotta
made.
be some legal
Yes, right,
advice
right.
somewhere to
We
get
have a
that.
city
Oh, yeah.
attorney.
That's why,
Yeah.
that's why the city attorney should help make sure that the letter that Terry writes cites the ordinance and exactly what's gonna happen in the
Has he ever done
timeframe.
that in the past?
Yeah, he will.
Has he done it in the past?
Who?
The city attorney?
I think
Oh,
so.
I'm sure he has.
I
We've-
can't, Brian.
We've demolished several buildings
Yeah.
prior to my time.
I know, and they got, the city attorney took care of the legal issues with all of that.
He knows, and like I said, there's a new law that's supposed to go into effect July 1st, according to Alan Kemp with the Iowa League of Cities. So we need to get a hold of that new law to see what that states. And that's supposed to make it easier on cities to take care of this. The fact of the matter is, you can't have a building sitting in the middle of your commercial business district with a hole in it big enough to drop a car in. That is a dangerous building according to the ordinance. Something needs to be done with it.
Is that building posted, Terry?
Pardon?
Have you posted that building?
Which building?
It should
I
be.
served the owner of it, which was Main Street Ventures, LLC, correct? Which is owned by the Winchell Children's Trust, which has
No funds,
no
No.
funds.
but it has never been posted. You never put a sign down.
Well, the roof didn't fall in until the snow load.
I know, but there's no sign currently posted on there. And the posting of the sign has to have approval of the city council or just the
Nope,
board?
nope, just Terry.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some hoops that you have.
The thing I'm trying to avoid is us going through another whole tax sale and getting yet more people involved in these deadbeat properties, because they don't even come look at.
And the thing I'm trying to get a handle on is the legal ramifications, without an attorney here. You want to make darn sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted.
Oh,
so
yeah.
The city or somebody doesn't get hung up how to dry on it.
Oh, yeah.
The city or somebody doesn't get hung up how to dry on it.
That's why we have a city attorney.
And the city attorney will just take your ordinance and
Critique it.
take it.
And that's why I
accordingly,
asked
yeah.
whether he's had to do that in the past.
I'm sure he has.
I don't
can't
know.
right off the top of my head. I
The
don't think it'll be
biggest thing
anything
is
bad.
our council's gonna have to do is make sure there's funding to do this.
That place really.
Now, one of the things that naturally that not everybody knows about is that anything that is not a residence must be inspected for asbestos. And I cannot believe the kind of things that are identified anymore as asbestos. It used to be if you had floor tile, that was asbestos, they would take the floor tile off. Now it's the adhesive that sticks to the floor tile, or the adhesive that stuck the carpet down, or the taping of the sheetrock, or
Blackjack on the roof.
blackjack on the roofs. Some of them are hot as far as blackjack on the roofs, and some of the roofs are smeared up on the sides of other buildings, and it's just a zoo.
Goes on and on.
It's just, yeah,
Our illustrious government,
yeah,
and their
we're here to
infinite
help,
wisdom.
right?
And the price of that.
A heat shield fiber board that was behind a furnace, some siding that they may have found someplace, roof flashing that might be hot. It's just, it's things like that that can go on and on and on.